cards on the table here, citizens. Couldn't concentrate on playing the game and kept getting distracted by the voice acting, so this is more of a first impressions with time to mull it over. And all I can say is this game just didn't capture my attention. Well, obviously it does. It obviously grabbed yours because you're watching the damn video. I mean, first off, the concept is fun. Everyone likes watching tuttering toffs call each other smelly and all that stuff, and apparently everyone likes Monty Python jokes, right? Because the parrot's dead. Get it? It's been dead for 47 years. And elderberries, guys, get it? Because more Monty Python references and French people fart. Elderberries. Dated and strenuous references aside, plenty could argue the terribleness of its jokes is part of a charm. It's being meta. You're randomly generating insults and laughing at the results. Because that doesn't get tiresome. So, it's a light-hearted comedy game where the jokes aren't too hot. Why continue with a video? Well, honestly, because the gameplay is actually better than it should be. Credit where credit is due, Oh Sir actually surprised me with the elegance of its gameplay. At its core, it's a turn-based strategy game where players take turns picking prompts from the center of the screen to construct their most cutting cry of curs. Throw in mentions of characters' insecurities, constant mother bashing, and you've got yourselves a sobbing pile of Brexit voters. But is this the best we can get out of a concept? Gameplay and the scoring system is still a bit up in the air, since ultimately it is a computer deciding which sentence is better constructed, so how much damage you do is incredibly hard to evaluate, especially because it's a computer. There's a lot of room for strategy though. When choosing your character, you're always aware of your weakness, so it's always in your best interest to pick up prompts that could be used against you early. But this does create a problem of killing replayability. I can't, for the life of me, imagine why weaknesses aren't randomly generated as opposed to being set to each character. If weaknesses were randomly generated, suddenly gameplay becomes a little more nuanced, where you protect your ego, but you can't make it obvious to the opponent which weakness you have, lest they jump on your opening. Instead, I always know that Maggie doesn't want to die, Sir Toff is always scared of the future, and Tubbsy doesn't like to be called Tubbsy. It makes the game stale, and it's the biggest insult this game has to throw. Sure, there's online leaderboards, but how many people are going to be invested to keep the scene competitive? Ultimately, the best selling point is the selling point. It's barely over £1, and hard to say that it's a waste of money, and if it's supported enough, I'd be more than happy to give the poor thing another go. That's all from me now though, ladies and gentle twats. But if you enjoyed this cerebral fencing, do be sure to give us a like. Let me know in the comments if this style of video is actually more helpful in building a first impression for you guys. Or if you're too afraid the butler will see your comments, you can also get in touch with us on Facebook, on facebook.com/thekillerbits, and also on Twitter, @thekillerbits. And finally, if you thought this video enriched your life, like I'm sure it did, don't forget to have a look on our Patreon, on patreon.com/thekillerbits. I have been a silo filled of cynicism and alliteration, and I'll see you guys all next week. Adieu. You